I caught my buddy cologning his socks. 4th of July this year, me and my buddies went to the Nathan's hot dog eating contest. We spent a week up in New York on Coney Island. Greasiest place in America. Just the dirtiest place I've ever been to. It amazes me that East Coast people, all the jokes are about the Midwest and the South because that's the grossest place I've ever been. That place made me so thankful that I live in Kentucky, spent most of my life in Ohio, the Midwest, the South. I don't know how anyone on the East Coast can ever make fun of the Midwest or the South. It is the greasiest place I've ever experienced in my life. Just disgusting. It's a disgusting place. We're there for a week, and there's 7 of us staying in a 3-person Airbnb. It's the day of the hot dog eating contest, 4th of July. We wake up kind of early to try to get down there. Right as I wake up, Sean's like, "What kind of socks are you wearing?" I'm wearing white athletic socks. I always have worn the white basketball height socks. Those are just, to me, they're the crispiest socks in the world. Nice clean pair of white socks with my shoes. It's a crispy look. I'm not saying I don't wear the black socks every once in a while, but usually the white socks, they just look better with your shoes or your outfit. So Sean says, "My white socks are a little questionable, but I'm going to wear them." I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. We've all been there, right? You're on a longer vacation than anticipated. There's not a washer. You brought just a few less clothes that you really need. I don't think anything of it. My buddy John and I are talking. He's sitting in the rocking chair in the corner of the living room. I get dressed. Our other buddies are in the kitchen, walk down this long hallway, helping them cook up the remainder of our breakfast food. They're like, "All right, Tom, go get the other 2. So I go back to the living room to get Sean and John. I step into the living room. The first person I see is John in the corner. He is sitting there, biting his lips, about to lose it. And I hear this weird spraying sound. I look to my left, and Sean is hunched over, spraying his socks with cologne. Me and John just start hysterically laughing. Sean drops the cologne, stands up, whips his head back, sees me laughing. Then he turns, he looks right at John. "You son of a bitch! I forgot you were in here!" And he goes sprinting out of the living room. He thinks he's in the room doing it discreetly and nobody's watching him. John probably sat there, watched this kid put his socks on, stand up, hunch over, and start spraying his feet with cologne. So it was just the most Sean Haas moment ever, and we could not get a hold of ourselves. Just the out-of-pocketness of a kid spraying cologne on his socks. Like, at that point, man, just embrace the fact that your feet are going to stink, because we're going to be around thousands of people on a hot, sweaty day on the boardwalk of Coney Island in Brooklyn. Like, nobody cares if your feet smell. No one's going to even know. There's going to be a lot worse smells out there. He's sitting there thinking he's being all discreet and secretive about it. I cannot imagine what's going through John's head. He's probably sitting there like, "What the fuck is this kid doing?" Those are the little things on trips. When you go on trips as you get older, I'm telling everybody out there, girls, guys, whatever you identify as, doesn't matter. As you get older and you start to have a close circle of friends, when you go on trips like that with that close group of friends, it's the little things like that that will bring you to tears and you will remember for years to come. And I'm telling you right now, I will never forget this kid spraying cologne on his socks. I mean, absolute comedy, just comedy. I feel like really the only thing that makes my content unique are the people I have in my life as far as my family and friends. They are the reason that I have stuff to share on here. And I'm just fortunate enough to be the person that my career path led into telling these stories, because there is nothing better and nothing more fulfilling for me than getting to spend time living my life with those people that I care about, getting to relay these stories on here. And I cannot wait for the day that I get to have them all on here, because, I get it. Professionally, this is a challenging thing to do because you have to get big enough to a point where I can say, we all get a share of this and it's better than the jobs you currently have. So I get my friends and family being hesitant to come on and share certain stories about our experiences. Totally understand that. But that's also such a driving motivation for me, is because it's not about, Talks with Tom's going to be a big thing. It's going to be legendary. It's going to be famous for me. It's not about me getting to a point where I'm famous or I'm a viral sensation or I have all this money. It's getting to a point where I'm big enough to be able to go get those people in my life and say, now I can take care of you and we can share these stories and we can write these scripts together. And wherever this career path takes me, I get to take that select group of people with me. Because this has been a 3-year journey. If you're chasing your dreams, it's a journey. And you have to dedicate yourself to it. You have to believe in it. And you have to continue to go get it every single day, regardless of what obstacles, challenges, the tests that life kind of puts you through in order to make you earn your dream. That is a reality of chasing your dream, is you have to go get it and you have to earn it and you have to go through all the shit that is required in order to get to that point where the world finally takes a step and says, you've earned this. And that's not just for something like this. That's for any career path that you take and you want to be successful, and you got to go earn it. And it takes time. For me, there's a lot of days where I'm just like, oh, man, this has been tough. Having guys like a Sean who every day for the last 3 years has called, like, how you doing, man? How's your day going? And we get to talk, and he's like, I just can't wait for the day that you get there. Like, that's the type of stuff that keeps you going, and that's a genuine friend. And I cannot express that enough. I hope for everybody out there that you get to have a few people that genuine in your life that, regardless of how it looks in the moment or how bleak or how dark that road might get for you in certain days, that you have people out there that care about you enough to just be like, I believe in you. I know that we're going to be able to do this together. Like, that is a true friend. Failing and being bad at something is the first step to success in that field. So all that to say, super thankful specifically of Sean, because that guy has not only stood behind me, but has stood beside me and said, you can put me on your YouTube channel. Let's start doing this stuff together. So super appreciative of him and all my friends who are willing to come on and show their face on Talks with Tom, because I know that's not an easy thing to do. And it does, it takes a while to get comfortable in front of the camera, being yourself in front of the camera. It's not an easy thing. I know I look back at some of my old videos and I'm like, damn, like that's not even how I talk. It's really meaningful to have people in your corner who support your dream. And I really do hope that everybody out there gets to have those ride or die genuine people in their lives that are there for them, regardless of what's going on or all the ups and downs and the highs and lows of the process. So that's the story. If you ever have a friend cologning their socks, I got to hear about it, because that's the first time I've ever seen anything like that in my life, and it cracked me up. So, and I got a lot of stories from our week up in New York for the hot dog eating contest. It was the dumbest trip we've ever been on, but it brought a lot of great stories. So that's today's episode. Hope everybody's well. Talks with Tom.
Taking shots by the lake till I can't even breathe no more, see no more. I was riding around town thinking to myself, is it gonna get easier? I'll be up and away up the street and bake, but I can't even breathe no more. What's it to me? What can I see? Taking shots by the lake till I can't even breathe no more, see no more.
Mic check, mic check, mic check. And we're good.